Wow, a lot has changed in 36 hours. And I'm not just talking about Irma. We are not just dealing with only Irma now in the Atlantic Basin. We are dealing with 3 tropical systems. And there's very new developments on each. But I'm only going to talk about Irma because everyone cares about Irma. No one cares about Jose and Katie out in the Atlantic not going to affect the US at all. Everyone cares about Irma. And yeah, everyone cares about Irma. I care about it too. It's coming straight for me. It actually is coming straight for me. That's the problem. Irma right now is a Category 5 hurricane. Yes, Category 5 hurricane. The first Category 5 hurricane this Atlantic hurricane season. And it's only September, 6th? We still got a month and a half to go. It's crazy. But Irma is at 185 miles per hour. The strongest hurricane ever on record in the Atlantic Basin was Allen in 1980 at 190 miles per hour. So all Irma has to do to become the strongest hurricane ever recorded in the Atlantic is just strengthen those winds by 5 miles per hour. And if it does that, Irma could be the strongest hurricane ever in the Atlantic. And I mean ever. That would be crazy. Absolutely crazy. But Irma has been rapidly strengthening in the past 36 hours. That's why this update is much needed. Irma has gone up by 40 miles per hour in the past 36 hours? That's rapidly strengthening. And Irma's pressure has been decreasing fast too. Right now it's at 926 millibars. And that's going to continue to decrease until you're going to have to wait a little bit for that. But in the last video I said Irma is probably not going to become a Category 5 hurricane. Well, I was wrong. Irma kept traveling west and Irma finally reached those warm waters of the Atlantic. And so far, it's taking advantage of those waters by a lot. Irma could be the strongest hurricane ever. And that right there is just crazy. But to think that this hurricane is heading towards land, that's where it turns bad. The National Hurricane Center predicts Hurricane Irma to weaken. Because listen to this. A hurricane could only stay so strong for so long. Yes, Irma's not going to interact with any land and it's only going to reach warmer waters, but that's not how the earth works. The earth is always trying to find the balance in things, and Irma might have reached its potential. Maybe not yet, but it's going to reach its potential very soon and it's going to start to weaken. But don't get me wrong, it's not going to weaken that much. It's not going to become a tropical storm all of a sudden. It's going to weaken slightly to a Category 4 hurricane. As of right now, the National Hurricane Center predicts that Irma is going to make landfall in South Florida as a 140 mile per hour Category 4 hurricane. This would do catastrophic damage, and I'm in the path of a storm. But everyone still wants to know where can I pinpoint where Irma's gonna go? And I'm gonna say this about for the 50th time already. No one can tell you exactly where Irma's gonna go. We are gonna find that out about 2 to 3 days before Irma makes landfall anywhere, especially South Florida. But I can't tell you the general area where Irma's gonna make landfall. So I'm gonna do that. All the models right now are in agreement that major Hurricane Irma is gonna make landfall in South Florida. This is really the worst case scenario. It's the worst case scenario for me. Because remember, I'm living here in Miami. So I'm in the path of Irma right now, according to the models. And if you take a look at the European model has Hurricane Irma making landfall in Naples as a Category 4 hurricane. Nothing to mess around with. But let me tell you this, wherever Irma makes landfall, it's for sure gonna affect South Florida some way, somehow. South Florida, at the very least, is going to experience tropical storm conditions. And at the very most, they are going to experience 150 mile per hour winds from a Category 4 hurricane directly. Talking about the best case scenario and the worst. They're both nothing you want. But schools in South Florida are already canceled for Thursday and Friday. This allows me and everyone else to start preparing. Because Irma most likely is going to make landfall in South Florida as a Category 4, maybe 5 hurricane in the Sunday to Monday time frame. Talking about Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, Monday morning, sometime around then. Miami's going to start feeling the rain from Irma Saturday morning. So take some notes. Because Miami, we're getting hit. I just want to give you a little update on something I said in the last video. I said that the Miami Dolphins versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers home opener for Miami might have to be moved to another day or another week because of Hurricane Irma. because there's no way the Miami Dolphins are playing a football game in hurricane conditions. That's what's forecast right now. It's pretty funny. So the NFL announced today that they are moving that game, which is to be expected. If you're in the northern Caribbean islands and Puerto Rico, it's honestly too late to prepare right now. Just hunker down and hope for the best. But let me be honest, South Florida, we're next. And yet again, if you're on the peninsula of Florida, start preparing. Get your food for 3 to 5 days. Get your water for 3 to 5 days. Fill up your car with gas. Make sure all of your electronics is charged up. Make sure those portable chargers are charged up. Because South Florida, we are going to lose power. And most likely, that's going to go on for days. Just get prepared for that. Put your hurricane shutters up on your windows. Put wood. Put anything to protect those windows from flying debris. Because if you don't have anything, those windows will crack. I'm gonna get ready, and I hope you do too, because Hurricane Irma is coming. And I'm probably not gonna be able to do weather videos when Hurricane Irma is going to affect me. So bear with me on that if you don't see a video Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Just a little bit in advance. This has been your Tropical Update, and I'll see you in the next one.